Following the First World War, the ONC, Opera Nazionale Combattenti, was established in Italy. Its first function was to assist and finance the reintegration of the veterans, but later, up to 1945, became interested in agricultural reform and in farm buildings. In this period, the buildings were only one: barns, silos, henhouse, pigsty, oven and midden were placed close to the house. Only the lavatory was outside. At first they were small and on one floor. Then they were expanded and banked for larger families. After 1950, the ONC became ente riforma, and up to 1970 it was interested in the agricultural reform and in the construction of farm buildings, roads, electric power and water supply, civil and social service. In this period, buildings were made in a manner similar to the previous, even if the use of reinforced concrete had an influence. For the construction of these buildings, most of the time were used standard national projects that were partially and totally modified for local use. The foundations were of two different types. For small masonry buildings, they were made with stones of lime mortar chaotically put together in place. For larger and more complicated buildings, foundations were made with horizontal beams to improve stability. The typical characteristics of Italian rural buildings have been abandoned, but for economic reasons, because of the specialized manpower needed by often complicated architectures, but for functional reasons, because they no longer need how many workers due to decrease thanks to the advent of mechanization. Therefore, the building must satisfy the needs of the household or should not be a standardized production. The different construction must be located strictly on the area of the company, taking into account of the various activity but in a situation of absolute well-being of the inhabitants of the house, the barn, the manure, the pigsty and all the buildings from which come bad smell or harmful exhalation should be placed in the direction of the prevailing winds so that they cannot reach the house. Ensuring higher hygiene standards, we moved from farms where the buildings of exercise were close to the house to the current rural homes, where every building of exercise must have a precise location from the home.